So you don't have time to share. There's so many things to do in your life that's hard for you to write blog posts or for you to record a video or anything like that. Totally understandable, right? This is probably one of the biggest challenges that people have. And that is a challenge that Rodolfo asked me on LinkedIn. And he says that he's sharing using Medium.com, and his biggest challenge is not finding the right time or not having the time to actually keeping up posting once every week. So first things first, Medium is an amazing way for you to write blog posts, right? Medium.com has a big advantage that it's a large community with lots of people already watching, already reading things there. And so if you add your post to Medium.com, what happens is that you don't have to have all the audience coming in to your blog to actually have people reading it. So Medium.com or LinkedIn, articles on LinkedIn, those are great places where you can post content. And so Rodolfo, that's a great thing for you to do, being post there. And he is right. The biggest thing about posting is have some kind of regularity. Some posting once a week or once every 2 weeks. Having some kind posting content frequently. Those people that kind of post once and disappear, right? Then no one wants to kind of follow that content because it's just you don't even know if the guy's going to continue, or if there's going to be anything that you should be following or not, right? So having a regularity, it's important for people to actually come back. But more important than this, the regularity is not so much about people coming back. The most important thing about regularity is that blogging, writing content is amazing because it builds up a large amount of knowledge and posts, right? And so if you do like once a week, right, after a year, you have 50 posts, right? So they have a lot of content. So that's the great thing about posting frequently, is that it actually creates this this amount of content that is going to be indexed, is going to be pointed out by other people, is going to be referenced. So this is the most important thing, having the regularity, so you can build up this amount of posts, through a certain period of time. So how do you find time for that? So the first thing is, you have to create a habit of doing things, right? A habit of doing a post, a habit of doing a video. You have to do like a habit of doing it, because you have to, it has to be important for you to do that. And creating a habit is the most important, is the way that actually get you doing it. And I understand it's about time, right? But the main thing is that we say, oh, I need to write one post every week. I need to write one post every week. And that's kind of desperate, right? So instead of doing this, how about you create a habit that you're going to write something every day, right? So you're going to write, for 5 minutes every day. Or maybe you're just going to sit down to write you're going to write one phrase every day, right? So at least, so that you get on the habit of writing. Right, so this is going to help you. If you write every day, a little bit every day, what happens is that there's a big chance that you're going to be able to, to write one post a week. And because you're writing everything every day, it means that you don't need to I need to spend 5 hours writing something. No, you do for 15 minutes a day. That makes a big difference. That's one thing. The second thing is that a lot of people think that, because I'm going to write a blog, it has to be this huge thing with lots of stuff and, all this content and everything. Well, no. A lot of times by sharing something, you can share a small content like 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs. That should be more than enough for you to have this regularity, and you kind of building up this amount of posts. If you have something longer to say, then you can write several posts and publish. So it's not bad that you write short things. So that also should help you with time. And the other thing that you should think about is that the biggest thing that I see people in terms of time is that they don't know what to write, right? So they spend a long time kind of trying to find something to write. That's why it's important that you talk with people, right? Because once you talk with people, what happens is that, you get questions. Like I'm getting your question, Rodolfo, right? So when you get questions from people, it's a lot easier for you to really answer those questions, right? And so that's going to help you find content. Also, if you look around every day, if you get in the habit of writing a little bit every day, you also get on the habit of looking around every day and seeing if there's something that just happened with you that day that inspires you to write something, right? So that's another way. A lot of times I see conversation on the street, or I see something that happened on the street, and I use that to create some content that that inspires me to create some content that's going to be important for people. Okay, so finding time is not about finding the time itself; it's about creating the habit. Because time, no one has extra time, right? Time, everyone has a fixed amount of time every day. So time is always it's always a problem. But because it's always a problem, it becomes an excuse, right? We always say, "Oh, we don't have the time." So if that's important for you, you really should kind of kind of create the habit of writing a little bit every day, for 10, 15 minutes if you can write if you sit down for 10, 15 minutes every day to write it, what's going to happen is that by the end of the week, you're going to have, a lot better content for you to publish. Okay? So if you have other questions like Rodolfo, you can ask on the comments below, or you can join me on the Code for Life initiative. And you're gonna get my email when you join there, and you can just send me an email and ask it, or look for me on LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook. And my objective is to help you improve your career and improve your sharing. Thanks a lot.